Hi everyone, my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we are going to be doing a playthrough of a game that's come to Kickstarter called The Witcher Old World.
Yes, this is a 1 to 5 player game designed by Łukasz Woźniak and published by Go On Board. And it is a game that is based off a very popular IP. First it was a book, then it inspired video games, of course the TV show on Netflix, and now this board game right here. So we are going to play it today. We're going to teach you how to play it, and we'll talk about it at the end.
Now, this game takes place several years before the saga, so this is kind of a prequel of sorts.
Right.
It involves monster hunting, of course, and trying to win the most amount of trophies. And so as per usual, we are going to start with a general overview of how the game is played, then we are going to go into our 2-player playthrough, and then a post-game discussion. If you're interested in jumping around, we will include timestamps down below, and if you're interested in checking out the campaign, we will also leave a link to the campaign once we have it.
And if you like these kind of videos, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we are ready to get started. So if you please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for our 2-player game of The Witcher Old World. Welcome to the world of The Witcher.
Thank you.
Several years before the saga, so this is kind of an ancient world, I suppose. As you can see, the main board is divided into several different locations. We each have our Witchers already on the map. At the schools where we have done our training, we have our starting 3 monsters, our market of action cards. Each player also has their own player board that keeps track of the 4 different attributes which we're going to be training as the game progresses. And of course, we each have our own sets of dice for dice poker. And so in this game, players play as different asymmetric Witchers who have all trained from different schools. Over the course of several rounds, we're going to be exploring around the main board, training our attributes, playing poker dice, and hunting monsters in order to win trophies. Trophies can be won in 3 different main ways. We can battle monsters, we can battle each other, and we can meditate, and whoever reaches their 4th trophy wins the game. A player's turn consists of 3 different phases, and this is reflective by the state of the board. The first phase all has to do with the exploration map, and that is why it is labeled 1 right there. The second phase kind of has to deal with this middle column here, and the third phase is essentially the market phase, where you're going to be picking up a new action card. Before we continue, I do want to mention that this game has a heavy deck building component to it. What that means is each player starts out with a hand of 10 cards, and these cards are specific to the faction that you play. There's a symbol at the top right-hand corner. These cards can be used in different ways. We can either use these cards to explore during the exploration phase, or you can use them during combat to deal damage, etc. to monsters and witchers. And anytime you run out of cards in your draw deck, then they get reshuffled and you form a new draw pile. So you're always using the same deck of cards over and over again. And so like we were mentioning, the first phase of a player's turn is the exploration phase, where we're going to be going around this map, taking location actions. And so in order for me to move my Witcher to an adjacent location, I have to discard from my hand a card of that terrain type. So say I were here and I wanted to move to this location over here, I would have to discard a card that has a mountain symbol at the bottom left-hand corner. So I would be able to discard this card if I'd like to then move my Witcher to that location. Each location has their own location action that you can then take. They're always optional. Movement is optional, and this entire phase is actually optional. You don't have to move around the board if you don't want to. And so just to kind of briefly discuss what the locations do, there are several locations that allow you to train up your abilities for free as long as they are equal to or less than your current level. And so this is the level track right here. An example of this is the location that I'm on currently, which allows me to train specifically the combat attribute. And so since my combat is equal to my current level, I would be allowed to take this action, training this attribute for free. Each type of attribute will help you during combat, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. There are other locations that also allow you to train attributes, but at a cost. And so these locations are going to be mainly at the training schools. So this is a school, and so is this. Anything that has a Witcher symbol on it. And the amount of gold that you have to pay depends on the level that you're going to be training your attribute up to. 2 gold for a level 2, 3 for a 3, 4, and 5 respectively. Now I do want to mention that each Witcher has their own asymmetric special ability, and these specials can only be trained at their specific school. So my Witcher has the speed ability, and I can only pay to train that at my school, which is located here. And so the main concept on your player board here is once all 4 of your attributes reach the next level, then you level up by moving this token upwards, and then you get to draw a certain number of cards from your deck depending on which level you get to. I also want to note that whenever you level up on your alchemy attribute, you gain a potion. And potions are used specifically during combat. There are other locations on the board that also let you gain a potion, but you can only have maximum 4 of these at any given time. And during combat, you can only use a number of potions equal to your alchemy level. So just keep that in mind. Other locations will allow you to take a gold if you don't have any, plus do whatever it says at the bottom, and these things kind of range from discarding cards from the market or taking a monster trail token, which we will talk about later. And of course, some locations also allow you to play poker dice with the locals. And poker dice is one of the main ways that we can earn money because it is an important part of life in the Witcher world. In addition, if you ever find yourself on the same location as another Witcher, then you can choose to play poker dice with that Witcher. In order to do that, each participating Witcher has to put in a gold into the supply, and a gold also comes from the bank. Then each player gets to roll their poker dice, and you play dice poker. If I initiated, then the opponent gets to re-roll their dice first, which is actually a bad thing.
Yep. So, okay. I have a pair of 4s. I see that you have a pair. Oh, you have 3 4s. So I would definitely want to re-roll.
I guess we're playing dice poker now.
All right. So you would win no matter what because I have 2 pairs to your 3 of a kind, if you're familiar with poker hands.
Yes. And there's a whole player aid that has all the poker hands on it. And then I would get to re-roll if I'd like to. Basically, whoever wins gets the whole pot. So I would definitely win this one. And that is essentially how you play dice poker. Now, there are always 3 different monsters in play, and they are always in each of the different terrain types. You'll never see more than one monster in the same kind of terrain.
Meaning the water, the mountain, or the forest.
That's right. If I plan on fighting one of these monsters during the next phase, then I must end my turn in a location that has a monster in it. So, for example, the Arachas is here in location 13. So if I were here, then I could choose to battle it in the next phase. And same thing goes for Witchers. If I wanted to battle a Witcher, I must end my phase 1 in a location that has a Witcher in it. Once you're done taking all of the actions that you wanted to take during phase 1, then you move into phase 2. And phase 2 consists of 3 different options. You can either explore, you can fight, or you can meditate. A majority of the time, you're probably going to be exploring because it is the less risky than fighting. And so exploring just has to do with these 2 decks of cards. You can either choose to explore in the city that you're in or in the wild environment kind of surrounding your city. And they're essentially event cards. So if I were to choose to do a city exploration card, then Naveen, my opponent, would read what it says here, give me 2 options. I would choose one of them, and then he would tell me the result. And they can either be good or bad. I can lose money. I can gain money. I can go up and down my attributes. I can go on a quest. So it all really just depends on the card.
Yeah, it's kind of it's an A or B, choose your own adventure kind of thing.
And there are several of these cards clearly in each of these 2 stacks. So lots of different things that you can do. And we will definitely talk about these as we play the game. Meditating is something you can only do if you've reached the 5th level of a specific attribute track and that specific trophy is still in the supply. There's 1 trophy for each type of attribute and only 1 person can claim it. In a 2 or 3 player game. In higher player counts, there's a whole second copy of these cards. Set. And so since we're on the topic of trophies, this is the trophy track right here. Like we were saying in the beginning, as soon as somebody reaches the 4th trophy level, then they win automatically. But until then, each time you earn a trophy, you go up on this track and you suffer a fatigue, which means you must go through your entire deck and trash a certain number of cards depending on how many trophies you have. It also increases your reputation so that if an opponent beats you in combat, then they get a certain amount of money, and the higher your reputation is, the more money they get. So keep that in mind. And last but not least, we have combat. And so combat is kind of the meat and potatoes of this game. Going into combat with another Witcher is very similar to going into combat against the monster. So we'll just explain the monster version and you can kind of see how it works during the playthrough. But the main idea here is each monster has a certain amount of health. And so that number is the amount of cards that are going to go into their battle deck. And so the battle deck consists both of cards that they're going to use to battle me, as well as cards that they're going to discard whenever they take damage. Now, before the battle begins, as a Witcher, you're going to take your discard pile and your draw deck, and you're going to shuffle them together because that is going to be your life pool. Whenever I take damage, I'm first going to deplete my number of shields, if I have earned any shields during combat, which will also kind of show during the playthrough. And then I'm going to discard cards from my draw deck. If ever I run out of cards, both in my draw deck and in my hand, then I become exhausted and I lose the battle. And so when it's my turn to attack, the basic concept here is, like we were mentioning, these cards are multi-use. We already talked about the use at the bottom left-hand corner, but when you go into combat, you're going to use the abilities that are shown here on the colored sidebar. In order to attack, you must play 1 card, and any of these symbols, these like kind of slash symbols, damage that your opponent must take. And so if I were to play this card, my opponent, or the monster, must discard a card from their life pool. In addition, some of these cards have other colored tabs, and so that is a combo ability that you're allowed to use. And so in this example, this is a pink card that lets me play another red card from my hand. So then I could play this card as well, creating a combo chain. In this example, I would deal 3 damage to the monster.
So 2 more.
Yep. And then once that's done, these are going to get discarded, and I'm going to draw more cards back up into my hand so that I can continue fighting. And that's going to be equal to whatever my combat attribute is here. That can be increased or decreased by effects on the cards. And so in this example, it looks like it's going to be -1, but also +1 for that tab. So it's going to
Net nothing. Yeah.
net nothing. And so I would still get to draw up the 2 cards into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Some other abilities that you might see include shields, which look just like that. And so anytime I play a card that has a shield, I increase the shields that I have here on the left-hand side, so that when I take damage, it decreases my shields first.
Mm-hmm.
But you can never have more shields than your defense attribute. And so now I think we've covered what all the attributes do.
And we're going to demonstrate a lot more of this throughout the playthrough, because the main way to get trophies is by doing combat. You only get a trophy in combat if you exhaust the monster or defeat the monster.
Yes. And if you defeat a Witcher, each of the Witchers has their own trophy that is related to their school. If you get defeated in battle, then you must give your trophy to your opponent.
Yep. And so that can only be won once per player. So Monique could not just beat me 4 times in a row to win 4 trophies.
But you can only win the game if your last trophy was in battle.
Right.
You couldn't take a meditate action to win the game.
Yep.
And that is for the most part how combat works. Once you're done with phase 2 of your turn, then you finish your turn by going into phase 3. Before you do that, you get to draw up 3 cards from your deck to have a new hand of 3 cards. And then you are required to take one of the cards from the market, essentially. At the bottom right-hand corner of the card is a number, and that tells you how many cards you must discard in order to take that card. So some of them have 0, which means I don't have to discard anything to take this card into my hand. But if you take any of the cards on the top portion here, then you must discard an additional card.
Yeah, there's
and
a
you're
modifier.
and you're not taking cards out of the game. You are discarding them into your discard pile. And that's essentially it. Once somebody has reached their 4th and final trophy, then the game ends immediately and they win. Now, we didn't go over the small details, but we are going to go over them during our playthrough. And so we're just going to get a little bit cleaned up and then we're going to get started.
Okay, so we have reset the board. We are going to go over who our individual characters are, and we'll also mention where the monsters are. But first, we want to figure out who goes first.
All right, ready? Oh, me.
So Monique goes first.
Oh, no. That means I get less cards and less money.
Less cards, less money. Okay.
So in a 2-player game, the first player gets 3 cards and 2 gold.
Yep.
And
I get 5 cards and 4 gold.
Yeah. So here's 3 cards for me. And I'm going to take 2 gold.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, thank you.
And there.
And I think your money goes right here.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Little spot there.
All right. So as for our Witchers, I'm Kyler from the School of the Cat. And so my Witcher starts here in my my school. And my asymmetric ability is I have speed. So during combat, before my first turn, I can look at a certain number of cards from the top of my deck and keep a certain number depending on where my speed attribute is on my chart. And I'll talk through that whenever I go into combat.
Nice. And I am from the School of the Bear. I am Ryfar, and I have armor, so I do not have speed like Monique. And what my armor says is once per fight, when I have 0 shields, so when this is all the way down here, I can gain additional cards and or restore lost shields depending on where I am here. So currently, I would be able to get 2 cards because my attribute's here, but as I level up, it gets a little sweeter.
Nice. So you're like a defensive Witcher.
Yes.
You've been trained in defenses.
Yes.
Okay.
And we also want to point out that our 3 monsters are located here, here, and here, and they correspond to these 3 monster cards right over there.
Yeah, so we're going to be heading over to those different locations in order to battle them, hopefully. All right, so starting with me, I'm going to take my first turn, which is going to consist of doing a lot of exploration with the 3 cards that I have.
Sure.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to discard this mountain card right here, mountain terrain, as I should say, in order to move to this location, which is Ardmodron over there. And so this location allows me to increase my combat attribute because it is equal to or lower than my current level. So now I'm at combat of 2, which is nice.
Nice.
And then I'm going to keep on moving. So I only have 2 gold, unlike Naveen's 4 gold. So I think I want to play some dice poker.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and discard this ocean terrain card in order to move this way. Now, we didn't mention this during the teach, but if ever you want to go to a certain location that you can't reach, you can always discard any 2 cards or 1 card and 1 gold.
Right.
So you're never too stuck, I guess.
Right.
And so now I'm going to play dice poker with the locals.
Okay, so I'll represent the locals. I'll roll for them.
Here's my 1 gold, and then you take 2 gold from the supply in order to play against the locals.
Yep.
So are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
All right. Please.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
We got 2 pair here, Monique.
I have a Is that a straight? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yeah, you do. So, okay, so I have the gun for a full house here because...
Yes. So if I'm the one who started the game, then the other player rolls first.
Exactly, yeah. You're the one that induced this. So I'm looking for 1s and 5s only
Please
to stop
no.
you from getting your money.
No! Oh my gosh!
So we have a full house here to Monique straight. This does not go to me, even though I'm the one that rolled it. This goes...
Wait, I get to re-roll this.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Whoa, that was not an auto win.
I mean,
it is my turn to roll.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much need like either a 4 of a kind or a better full house than that. I mean, thankfully it's only 1s.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll all 4 of these. I'm hoping for a 5.
Okay, you're going
in my full house.
A bunch of 5s.
Please.
No, it's
No.
a pair. Well. That's a tough thing to kind of turn straight into a full house. So
stinker.
Okay, so these go out. I do not gain these.
My 1 gold.
1 gold, yeah.
Ugh.
All right.
Okay, well, that didn't go the way I was hoping it would. And I only have 1 card left in my hand. Now, it is a mountain terrain. I could technically go back to the location I came from, but I could not do its optional ability because these location actions can only be taken once per turn.
Yep.
So, I'm going to try to make myself feel better. I'm going to discard this and go up this way to this location to take a potion.
Sure, okay.
So at least I have something. I came up on top somehow. Yeah. So this is the Patrice filter. And so during combat, I can play this card to discard any 1 card from my hand to immediately deal 2 damage.
That's nice.
That is a sweet potion.
That's pretty nice.
I'm happy about that. So I'm just going to keep this off to the side.
Sure.
It might not fit on screen.
Yep. Yeah, and again, you can only hold on to 4 of those.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so I'm out of cards. I must now go into the second phase. I'm definitely not doing any battling or meditating. So I'm going to explore, and I think I'll explore in the city.
Okay, in the city. Here we go. So you've been hearing tales of sudden disappearances of young Witcher adepts.
Ooh.
Now you find out a powerful mage has been kidnapping adepts in order to undo their mutation and save them. So they're trying to convert them.
Okay.
So you have 2 options here. A, find a runner that will carry the news to your school.
Okay.
Or B, pay the mage a visit.
Ooh. Let's pay the mage a visit.
Okay, pay the mage a visit. That's B. So you decide to confirm to the mage that a Witcher's sword is a thing to be feared.
Okay.
So this is going to be a quest in the mountains if you were to get to it. So we're going to talk about quests right now.
Yes, quests we didn't discuss during the teach. And so some of these cards will tell you a specific quest, either a terrain type or a location number. If it's a location number, all I have to do is enter that location in order to complete this quest. Quests are always optional. They never hurt you if you don't do it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes they're nice because if you complete them, they allow you to read a specific card from the event deck. And that's another, choose A or B. Mm-hmm. The other situation is if you have a quest for a specific terrain type, just like this. And so this is a mountain quest. Naveen gets to choose the top token from the mountain terrain. Mm-hmm. I get to look at it. Then I get to resolve this quest if I enter that specific location. So for me, it's location 11.
Which is exactly where you are technically right now. So I think you have to leave it.
Yeah,
and then come
I think
back
I have to come back and enter it. So I'm going to leave this over to the side of my board. And if it gets resolved, then we'll let you know.
Yep.
And so now I'm going to go into phase 3 by first drawing 3 cards from my deck. And I'm going to purchase one of these cards. Now, this card is not bad because it deals 2 damage and it gives you 2 opportunities for comboing for red and pink. I think I'm going to take this card and I have to discard 1 card to do that. So I think I'll discard, let's see. I'm going to discard this one, which is a forest terrain. I don't know. I haven't done any future planning for where I'm going to go on the boards. I don't know if that was wrong.
Sure.
But that card gets put into my hand, not into my discard. And now these slide down so that things get cheaper for Naveen.
Yes.
And that ends my turn.
Okay.
So.
Very, very good. Okay, so I have some plans to visit the countryside. So we're going to move with water terrain to move down to the south here.
Okay.
And I'm going to play some poker with the locals. Okay. See if I can turn my fortunes into something better. So, okay, I'm going to, this is 2. Can I get a 1 back?
Yes. I hope you have more luck than I guess I don't hope that. I hope you don't have good luck.
Sure.
Here, this is your 2 1s.
Okay.
I'm going to toss 2 in here from the locals.
Only 1. 1 goes there. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and roll it up.
All right. Ooh. Okay, I have 2 4s.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I have going for me.
I have 3 4s.
You have 3 4s. Okay, I'm going to re-roll these 3.
Okay.
Then, and I'm hoping for 2 4s. Come on.
Okay,
I have 2 pair.
You have 2 pair, but I have 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind beats 2 pair, so I will just stay where I am, and I will take the cash.
What is this dice poker luck?
Doing my thing. So I go from there, and I have plans to move. I have plans to keep heading south. I'm going to spend this forest card over here to move into your school.
Okay.
And I am going to pay 2 gold to level up one of these. And so I'm going to level up my defense. So I'm going to spend 2 to go out. And my defense is going to move up. Or you know what? Yes, I'm going to do my defense. That sounds like the right thing to do for me. I wish I could do my attribute, but unfortunately it's not my school, so I cannot level up my armor. All right, so that's that. I'm going to continue moving forward. So I'm going to move with a mountain terrain, and we're going to move into this slot. And so I'm going to be able to move up my combat just like Monique did earlier because my level is here and it's at the equal spot, so it's going to go up. So now I could not go back here in the future without having this leveled up. Okay, I'm going to continue moving, and I'm going to move to you, Monique. So I'm going to move with this mountain, and I'm going to move this way to you. I will not play poker with you.
Oh, thank you. Spare me.
But I will take the potion that is there. So let's go ahead and read the potion. Oh, it's the same exact type that you had. It's literally the same type.
Did you shuffle those?
I did shuffle these. I shuffled them very thoroughly.
Well, that's a nice potion.
Okay, so we know what it is. So
congratulations to you.
Thank you. All right, so that's that. And then do I want to continue? I have one more card. And that's it for me. I'm not going to move forward anymore. Now I have the option of fighting you here. I don't feel very strong.
Yeah, I took an additional card.
You took a better
on
card.
My turn.
And I haven't taken a card yet. So I'm going to just let it be.
Okay.
We'll be colleagues here, okay? And
nice of you.
But now we're going to go ahead and explore. Let's explore the wild.
The wild.
Yes, the wild.
All right. So you've been hearing news of a forktail terrorizing local shepherds. So on your way to the location, you notice a scaled creature hovering above one of the hills. As you get closer, your medallion starts vibrating. Oh. So do you either fight the forktail or do you examine the mysterious marks, because you also see marks on a carved rock?
You know, I was scared to fight you. I don't want to fight this thing. So I will. Let's go ahead and be an archaeologist and look at these rocks.
Okay, so magic is not your specialty, but these marks look familiar. Oh. Intuition tells you that they might relate to portals and summoning.
Okay.
So you happen to know a mage who is a specialist in this area, and you decide to ask him. Unfortunately, the forktail attacks you, leaving you injured, and then flies away with what looks like a grin on its face. So you lower your specialty level by 1, which is not a problem for you.
Good.
But you also get a water quest. So draw the top token of the water stack.
Okay.
And it is location
number
4. So put it on this card, and if you enter location 4, you get to resolve that quest.
Okay, not bad.
All right, so phase 3?
Phase 3, okay. So I do have the option of discarding this card if I wanted to draw 3 new. I'll just hang on to it, and I'll draw 2 more to make it a full 3.
You can only draw up to 3.
Up to 3, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this card. It doesn't cost me any cards from my hand, so it's just going to go straight into my hand. So now I have 4 cards total.
That's awesome.
Those will slide down.
I should have taken a free card. What was I thinking? All right, so that's you?
That's me, yep.
Back to me. Now, if I wanted to play dice poker with Naveen, I would have to leave and come back.
I believe so.
Unfortunately. So that's a lot of work. Well, I do need to do that.
Oh, okay. Because you want more potion?
No, because of my quest.
Oh, yeah, you do have to come back to 11. That's right.
Okay, I think I'm going to start by discarding this forest territory card.
Okay.
In order to go up... Am I this one? No, this one.
Yeah, you're that one,
In order to go up here. And so this location allows me to trash a card from my hand, and then I can take a card from the market into my hand that is of equal value or 1 higher.
Right.
So I am going to trash this card, and trashing takes the card out of the game. So this is no longer in circulation for me. I don't have to worry about that in my deck. And that was a 0 cost card, so I could take essentially any of these, I guess.
Yeah, because there's no 2s out there. And you don't have to worry about the modifiers from what we understand.
From what we understand, we don't have to worry about these. So I'm going to take this one.
Nice.
It is a cost 1 card, and it's a yellow card that gives me 2 strike if I can combo it well.
It also allows you to draw 2 cards during combat, so that's really nice.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is going to go into my hand.
Into the hand, yep.
And let's move these down. And then I'm going to play this card to go back to that location so that I can do some fun stuff. So I'm going back over here. Now I get another potion.
Sure, yeah. Here's your potion.
You. The Tawny Owl. So I can draw 2 cards from my deck if I have 0 or 1 card during battle, during combat.
Nice.
But I've also entered location 11, which means I get to resolve my quest.
Okay.
So this is number 38 in this deck. So let's put these back.
Sure.
And then I'm going to find that card. This is a deck that is
in numerical
arranged,
order.
Yeah, it's arranged by numbers. So we're not going to shuffle these. And that is number 38.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
All right. Good luck on your quest.
Thank you.
So I'm going to summarize this card for you because there's quite a bit of text on here. Okay, so you basically make it to the hideaway of the mage that you're looking for.
Ooh.
They are nowhere to be seen, but you do find a couple young boys suffering from a very high fever.
Oh, terrible.
So you're trying to use your knowledge about herbalism basically to help them. So we're going to look at your alchemy level. What's your alchemy level?
1.
Okay, your alchemy level is a 1, so you're in range of 1 or 2, which says the mage now returns before you have time to finish awakening the boys. You barely manage to win the fight. So what happens is you're going to lower your shield level by 2 and raise the level of any one attribute by 1.
Ooh.
So your shield level's already there. So
Yeah. If you can't do the card in full, then you just do as much as you can.
Right.
So my shield is already at 0.
Okay.
So I can raise anything,
Any one attribute by 1.
including my specialty, huh?
It says anyone? Yeah.
All right. I'm going to raise my speed then.
Yeah, so had your alchemy been at a different level, then I would have read a different portion of the card and would have manipulated it a little differently.
Okay.
So that's
cool.
that. Yep.
I'm happy with
Cool.
that.
Nice.
I have a higher speed.
Yeah, you had the lower shields that you didn't have. That's pretty good.
Now, I could do dice poker with Naveen, but I'm a little bit worried about that. But I think I'll do it anyway.
Okay, sure.
So we're going to engage in dice poker.
Here's my
There's
one.
my 1.
I can't say no.
And,
The bank also tosses in 1.
yep. All right, ready?
All right.
Let's
Come on,
go.
4 of a kind.
Oh, I already rolled mine. I'm rolling so terribly
Hey,
right
3
now.
of a kind. 3 twos.
What is happening?
You asked.
Well, are you going to re-roll anything?
Sure. Okay.
Oh, I was going to be so mad if
3
that was
of
a
a
full
kind
house.
with a 6 kicker. Okay.
With a 6 kicker?
Yep.
I would.
Either way, you're looking for a 5, whether you keep the 6 high straight or the 5 high straight if you get it.
Let's roll this.
Okay, so you're going for a 5.
I'm going for a 5. This is terrible
1 in
odds.
6 shot.
Come on. Oh, my
you got a pair,
gosh.
but
I'm not going to play dice poker anymore.
I will take the cash.
But at least I have 0. There are a lot of spots that get you 1 gold if you have 0, which I guess is not.
Yes, if you go to a location like this or like this, there's some money that you can get as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put this away. Your turn still?
Yeah, it is. I don't have any money. I'm in a bad spot. I'm going to end my turn, my first phase doing that.
Okay.
And I'm going to go into the second phase. So,
City or wild?
ooh, or battle Naveen.
Or battle me? Wow.
Let's explore the city.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to take those chances right now.
So you basically meet a librarian and a scientist, and they want to invite you over to look at their books.
Oh.
Okay.
Sounds like a date night.
So you have a choice. Do you want to read books about witchers or about monsters?
About monsters.
Monsters. Okay. Monsters
Yeah.
is B. Most monsters described in the volume leave you unimpressed.
Oh.
You are about to put it down when you notice something truly interesting. Gain any one trail.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get a monster trail. This is
Yeah,
great.
This is good.
So monster trails are basically a way for you to take the first turn when you go into combat with a monster, because otherwise they get to go first.
Yes.
And so what I would do is I choose a monster, and I get to take one of the terrain types that correspond to that monster. So I think my chances of succeeding are higher if I go for the lower leveled ones.
Right.
So let's do the water one.
Okay, the water one. So the one
Yes.
that's all the way down here. You have plans on coming down here?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Where's the other one? This one is...
It's over here. I think
They're
they're
both
kind
really
of
far.
equidistant. Yeah.
Let's do the water one.
Okay, water one.
Thank you.
First
And then
touch.
I turn it over, and it tells me a location that I have to enter in order to actually acquire this monster trail.
Yep.
So this does come with a bounty. It comes with a gold. And I'm just going to put this here. It's not technically mine yet, but if I can enter location 5, which is over there, then I get the gold and I get the monster trail. And when I go into combat with that monster, I get to go first.
Yeah,
That's essentially how this works.
thematically, you're hunting the monster. You are on their trail.
Yes.
You've learned something about going to this different location about that said monster.
Yes, I'm a little bit more prepared.
You're more prepared, exactly.
And that's it for phase 2. Let's get a card here. Well, I
You
can
get to
choose to
draw.
discard this if I want to. I'm just going to keep it and draw 2 more. And then, ooh, this is free, and I get to have 4 cards in my hand if I take it. So I'm just going to take that card. And that is it. Now it is back to you.
Back to me, huh?
Yes. My luck is so bad in this game
The
right
poker
now.
luck is struggling, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to play this card here. This is the forest,
Yep.
and I'm going to move to my school. So we're going back home here, and so I'm going to pay 2 gold to move up my attribute that is my special one, which is armor. So that's going to be 2 gold, and that's because I'm going from level 1 to 2. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this water card here.
Okay.
And I'm going to move from here into this location. Okay, and you know what? I made a mistake here. When I was here, I meant to go up on alchemy because of the next move that I was making. Because I'm going down here, this location allows me to move up the level of your specialty equal to or less than where the level is. So I would then move this up here. And so now, because these are all in the same level playing field, I get to level up. So now I'm a level 2 Witcher. This allows me to draw 1 card into my hand.
And your level never decreases.
It never decreases, yes.
Also, if any of your attributes ever get to the level 5 spot here, those can also never decrease.
Right.
So there's a nice way of just kind of solidifying that.
They're locked in.
You went up on alchemy, you get a potion.
Yes, I get a potion. I always forget that one. So I get a potion. This is, Thunderbolt. Okay, it says lower your shield level by 1 and draw 2 cards from your deck. Huh. Interesting. That's okay, I guess, if you have a good chain of things, but
yeah,
we shall see.
It's a nice way of getting more stuff into your hand.
Stuff, yeah. Okay, I'm going to play this mountain card here, and we're going to move into Sintra, which gets me another potion. So I have 2 potions. This is going to be now potion 3. Oh, okay, it's another one of those Patry filters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have another one of those, so that's not bad.
Those are great.
And then the last action I'm going to take, I'm going to spend these 2 cards to represent a wild for this blue over here. So I'm going to move up into this location. And then because I'm doing that, it says I can level up my defense equal to wherever my level is or greater. So I'm going to move my defense up to that slot right over there.
Your attributes are looking real good.
I'm trying to move them up.
And mine are looking real bad.
I'm trying.
What is going on?
All right. So that is going to be that. I am in no location to fight a monster, nor you. So I will take the city.
The city.
City.
All right. Time to explore for you. So as you step outside to the back of the inn to relieve your bladder, you witness 5 men with ropes trying to capture a beast. It's horrible. And then you realize that the beast is a sentient humanoid cursed with the head of an otter by ill fortune or magic. So you can either scatter the attackers, or you can help the men capture the creature. What would you like to do?
Oh, I feel like if I help the men, they're going to pay me. I will scatter them. Let's scatter them.
Scatter the attackers?
Yeah, let's scatter them. Let's do the right thing.
So 3 assailants run at the very sight of your medallion.
Good.
The 2 remaining men are no challenge for the 2 of you. So you get to raise your lowest attribute level by 1.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Let's raise combat.
Really doing well.
All right.
Your attributes here. You did your combat?
Yeah, I did my combat. So I could not raise defense because that was the one that was the highest, but I had choice of all these other ones.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to discard this.
Yeah, let's discard that. Yeah.
All right. So, draw your cards?
Yeah, okay. So I have no cards in my hand, so I take 1, 2. Because I'm out of cards to draw, everything that's in my discard becomes now my draw deck. Okay, and I take my 3rd card, and now let's see what options are over here. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be wild of me to do this, but I'm going to spend all 3 of these cards to take this one here. So it's going to be a 2 plus 1. So that's why all 3 of these get spent.
You're going to start your next turn with only 1 card.
Yeah,
Good
but
luck.
I think that's okay. So I'm taking this card into my hand, which is nice. It's called Crippling Strike. Look at all this.
Yeah, that's a lot of
stuff to do.
Potential for you.
Yeah. So that's my turn. So I have 1 card going into the next round.
All right, perfect. I'm going to be reckless on my turn. I don't have any money.
Okay.
I barely have any skills, but I'm surrounded by locations that require you to pay to go up on your attributes. So you know what? I'm just going to go and try to battle this monster.
Okay. Nice.
It only has a health of 10, so what could go wrong, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to discard this wild. That's another kind of nice kind of territory. It's going to let me just go up this way.
Oh, it's perfect.
Because I have no money, I gain 1 gold.
Sure.
And then I'm allowed to discard 2 of the cards in the market here if I basically want to make something cheaper for myself. All right, I'm just going to discard one of these and this one.
Nice.
Just so Naveen doesn't get that sweet double attack combo.
Okay.
And then these will slide down so that this card becomes cheaper.
Yes.
I kind of have my eyes on that one.
Yeah, that's a nice looking one.
Yes. And then we refill these.
Those are nice also.
Oh gosh, this is going to go to you. It's going to be cheaper for you.
Possibly.
I'm going to play this card for the mountain territory so that I can make my way up to this location. So unfortunately,
you went this way. You didn't just cut across the land. Yes. Okay.
That's right. There's a trail.
Yeah.
I do have a gold, so I don't get to do that benefit. But the bottom ability lets me take a monster trail token. It's kind of useless for me to try to take the token for this monster because I'm going to try to
defeat it now. Yeah. And you already have a trail token for this one over here in the water.
So I guess I'll take one for this one.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
So can I have a green forest token, please? Okay. Thank you.
7.
Location 7. Where is that?
7. I can never remember. Oh, it's right where you came from.
Right next to me.
Yeah, not bad.
So this is going to come with a gold on top of it as well.
Nice.
Oops, a 1 gold. Just like that.
Okay.
And now I have 2 potential locations that'll earn me money.
And you would get to go first.
Yes,
against
that's right.
them. That's pretty good, yeah.
And that's it. I'm going to end my first phase here, going to the second phase to now start our first monster battle.
All right, here we go.
So,
Cool.
First things first, we have to read the monster card. This is this monster right here.
Okay.
It happens to be the Nest of Ghouls. And so it says, during the player's first turn only, the monster may only discard up to 2 cards, regardless of how much damage is dealt by the player. That is unfortunate.
Are you planning on doing more damage than that?
Yeah.
No.
Gosh.
It's only during the first turn, too. Well, you haven't technically committed to fighting this.
I'm doing it.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to do it. Then Naveen is going to prepare the Monster Life Pool, which is a deck of 10 cards.
So 10 cards.
So you want to shuffle those?
I've already shuffled it.
Okay. And then I'm going to also prepare my deck. So I'm combining my discard and my draw deck. The cards in my hand stay in my hand.
So I'm not looking at this. This is purely a deck of cards, and I will influence it in a little bit. But we'll go ahead and...
This is probably not the right
So
decision.
Monique is shuffling her life, basically, right there.
So, because I don't have a trail token for that monster, the monster goes first. So
I have 2 options. When I flip this over, before I flip it, I can either say charge or bite.
Yes.
So, and we'll talk about that right now.
So there are 2 options that the monster is going to do.
I will go ahead and bite. So we're going to say bite. So bite is, the bottom one. Wow, you're lucky I didn't say charge. It says the player takes damage equal to their alchemy level.
Fantastic.
Only 1.
So I take 1 damage. Because I don't have any shields, I have to discard a card from my draw deck. Okay.
So
not bad.
Let me go over this because it's the first time we've done this. Charge is this section here. Bite is this section here. Had I said charge, we would have resolved this, which would have been 5 wounds to Monique versus her 1 that she just took right now.
Yes.
So that was a bad decision making on my point. It's kind of a crapshoot though. You don't know what's going on there. So so now it's Monique's turn.
Now it goes to my turn.
There is that modifier.
Yes,
there.
considering that, I'm going to do my speed ability first, which says before my first fight turn, I can look at the number of cards in my draw deck, depending on what level my speed is. So right now I can look at 3, and I get to keep 1.
Okay.
So of those 3, I might just choose a card then that only deals maximum 2 damage.
Or maybe get you shield or something.
And then the rest of them I can put back in any order. Let's do this one.
Okay. That'll work out?
Yeah.
That'll work?
That'll work.
All right. So it is your attack.
So now that it's my turn, I can choose to first spend potions. And so I can only spend, because I only have alchemy level of 1, I can only spend 1 of these for the entire fight. And so I'm going to hold off. I can choose to do this later.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, since it's my first turn, I'm just going to play this 1 card. No comboing. It's just going to get me a shield.
A shield, nice.
So I now have this 1 shield for when it battles me again.
Okay.
And this gets discarded. And now I can draw up to the number of cards in my combat level, which is 2, because there were no modifiers on this card. So these go into my hand. And during battle, you can only hold a maximum of 7. So I'm far away from that. So now it goes to the monster.
Okay, they're going to go again. I'm going to go bite again here. So let's see. Bite, 4 damage. So had I chose charge, it would have been 2, but it's 4 damage to you.
So
shield takes 1.
Shield takes 1, and then I discard 3.
3 out of your
from my draw deck.
Yep.
Ooh, that was not good. That was not good.
Okay.
All right, so goes to me, and now I'm going to do an actual combo turn, I think.
Yes, because now that modifier on that card has already been resolved.
Yes. So I'm going to play my intensive plant card, and so this is going to let me do a red combo.
Okay.
And if I do, I get 2 additional damage, so I will play that same colored card.
Nice.
And that's it. There's no further comboing here.
So I see a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 damage.
Yes.
So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
How much life is left?
There's 4 life left.
Oh, this is so close.
Yeah.
So now I can draw back up to my combat level, which is 2 minus 1.
So 1.
So 1 plus 2.
So 3
total. So I draw 3 cards. Oh, it's the rest of my draw deck. Oh no, that means any damage that I take will have to be from my hand.
From the hand, yep.
So, this is stressful. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to switch it up to charge this time.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
4 damage. The player discards a number of random cards from their hand.
Oh no.
Depending on the monster's level. This is a level 1 monster, so you just get rid of one card. Versus 4 cards.
I get to live to see
twice
another day.
Chose the wrong choice.
Thank you.
I don't want you to get this trophy. It's a race.
You were so nice to me.
Yeah.
Okay, choose a card.
Let's take just the top one off the top. Ooh.
That's a powerful card.
That's the big. Oh yeah.
It stinks. All right.
Nice.
So how many cards now in your hand?
Okay, 3 cards.
3
so
cards.
3 life. So if you can do a 3 damage to this, then you beat him.
I will.
Yeah.
So first I'm going to spend my potion.
Okay.
That beautiful potion that we were both excited about. It lets me discard any one card from my hand to immediately deal 2 damage.
Nice.
So this gets flipped over so that we know I've spent 1 potion during my combat.
Because your alchemy level is a 1,
Yes.
so you cannot spend any more for this entire combat.
Thank you. Correct.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to deal 2 damage, right? So you're going to figure out what
I'm going to discard this card.
Okay. These 2 go
And
out.
that lets me deal 2 damage.
Okay, it's only 1 damage left that you need to do. So if you can pull it off, you're good.
Quick Slash.
Quick Slash. Okay, so
That
that's
is the
it.
card that I'm playing.
Done.
Done. I've defeated
So
this
all 10 are
monster.
gone.
Oh, I cannot believe I won the
Pulled it
battle.
off, yeah.
I was worried. I was worried there that I wasn't going to be able to do it. So
did it.
since I defeated the monster, I get the monster card.
Right.
And now it is a trophy. So these monster cards have text on them. So I guess I can read this, right?
Sure, yeah.
The nest of ghouls. The ghouls were still gripped by a feeding frenzy when you distracted them from their dinner at an open grave. Ooh. They attacked fiercely, trying to reach you with their massive talons. One monster managed to mark your ribs with a bloody streak, but ultimately every single ghoul fell to your sword.
Nice.
This is going to give me an ability that I can use whenever it says I can. It says if I end my turn on a water location, I draw a potion.
Oh, nice.
I'm assuming this is once per turn.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep this off to the side.
Very nice.
I go up on the trophy track.
You do. You have 1 of 4 trophies.
And then I suffer a fatigue. So the fatigue is based off of where you are on this track. For me, it's just 1 card that I now must trash from my entire arsenal of cards. It's both in my hand and my discard.
Maybe that slash you used.
Maybe. I'm going to look for the one that is the least valuable. And this potion gets discarded as well.
Yes.
So meanwhile, while I look for a card to trash, this location token gets shuffled back in, and Naveen is going to draw a new monster to be placed out. Any monster trail tokens that were associated with that monster also get discarded.
Right.
Naveen is going to draw a level 2 monster now because that was level 1. So no more level 1 monsters are going to be put out.
So it's going to be in location 3 here. And let's see what we got. Okay, it's going to be this monster. So let me put this over here and find the associated card. Okay, it's going to be the Griffin because that is the token that I drew. So the Griffin has 15 health and it's a level 2. Over here. Wow, that's going to be tough to fight. Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to trash this card.
Okay.
All it does is lets me take the card back into my hand when
From a
I'm done
discard
with
pile?
it. So not that fantastic, I guess.
Okay.
In addition, everything that you win is labeled up here. So because I won the monster battle, I also earned 2 gold.
There you go. You got some money now.
I got the money. Hey,
And you have more on the horizon if you go to those
locations.
Yeah.
So that is technically my phase 2. I now get to go into phase 3 to continue as normal. So I'm going to draw 3 cards back up into my hand. 3. And that's that. Now, where is that sweet, sweet card that I wanted over here? I think it's this one, right? I will take this card. So I'm going to take it. It's going to require me to discard 2 cards.
Okay.
So there's that. And that's my turn. So now back to you. So now I have 1 trophy.
You have 1 trophy, yeah.
It was fantastic.
That's pretty good. I don't like the fact that I have 1 card in my hand right now. But it is what it is.
There's a decision you made.
It's a decision I made, yeah. Well, I didn't think you were going to go for a trophy. Now I don't like what I saw. Okay, so I'm gonna play this beautiful card that I earned just for its bottom action right here.
You also don't have to move.
I would be kind of stuck there.
Okay.
I don't see myself going anywhere, so I might as well move into this location here and try to level up something. You're going the monster way. I'm going the meditation way. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So I'm moving into this location here, and I want to level up one of these. So combat is kind of the name of the game. I am going to move up here, and that's going to cost me all of my money. All that money from all the poker winnings.
There's 4?
Are gone. Yeah, because I went from level 3 to level 4 on my combat. Oh, this is no longer here. This is the one that you defeated.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Take it as another trophy.
Yeah.
That was the action I took there. I have no more cards, so I can't move. So let's go ahead and resolve one of these. Let's go with the wild.
This one?
The green, yep.
All right. Okay, the 3 horsemen ride in a column, one after the other, and the rider in the middle has his hands bound with thick rope. He's young. He's like 16. The boy yells after you, "Help me, Witcher. You kill monsters, right?"
Ooh.
What do you call men who kidnap the son of a Combs for ransom? A, entrepreneurs. I call them entrepreneurs. Or B, attack the armed escort.
Oh, you got to attack the armed escort. Because I'm sounding like I'm going to get some reward money here, I'm thinking.
Well, the first rider dies quickly, but the other proves more problematic.
Come on, I'm a witcher.
The boy thanks you as you cut through his bonds. Tell my father I am free. I will hide in the area and wait for his men. Lower your shield level by 1 and discard 1 potion.
Okay, so my shield level's here.
Yep.
Discard 1 potion. You know, I'm not a big fan of this one anyway that I got, the Thunderbolt.
Oh, perfect.
Lowers my shield
It
level.
goes away.
Out. That's okay.
And then you get a mountain quest. So
something has to happen.
draw a mountain terrain token.
Okay.
And place it here. And now you have your own quest.
14. Okay.
Location 14. We're going to run out of these terrain tokens.
Yeah, where's 14? All the way here. I don't have any plans on going there. That was... Where's the ransom money? I wanted half the ransom money. I should have helped them. Okay. Well, that's that. So now I go there. I draw 3 cards. 2 and 3. Okay, so I really like this card over here that you kind of freed up for me. I'm going to spend these 2 into my discard pile to take it into my hand.
It's so nice.
It is
You can
nice.
combo so much with it.
Ideally, but the thing is then I need to then use the card potentially to move.
Yes.
So it gets kind of like tricky there, but at least it's in my possession. Hopefully in the future I can
The hand
really use it.
management aspect of this game
tough.
is the tough part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the root of the game.
Yep. Okay, so that's me. Back to
All
you.
right. So back to me. I only have 2 cards in my hand, but I think it's time to start leveling up some attributes because I'm way behind you in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start by spending my mountain terrain card in order to move. This is me, right?
Yep, that's
okay. In order to move over here, which forces me to pay to level up an attribute, and I think I will pay my 2 gold to go up on defense.
Nice.
So just like that, and that's pretty much it.
Are you going to fight or are you going to explore?
I'm definitely not going to fight.
Sure, yeah.
I'm tired after that. So I'm going to move again, and I'm going to spend my wild
Nice.
to then move down here
Very good.
into Banard. And now I can go up on my alchemy.
Nice. 'Cause
For
that's
free.
exactly what it is there, yeah.
Yes.
Alchemy.
And so that gets me a potion.
Sure, yeah.
Please.
And you've leveled up now.
Yeah. Thank you. So this is another tawny owl. So I have 2 tawny owls now. Only if I have 0 or 1 card in my hand, draw 2 cards from my draw deck during battle. Okay. So yes, I have now leveled up.
Okay.
And that lets me draw a card from my draw deck.
Nice.
Which I can now choose to spend if I want to.
Yeah, you could.
But so I'm just going to leave it as is,
Okay.
and I'm going to move to the next phase. I think I will explore. What did I say last? Let's go city.
City? Okay.
Yeah, let's do some city work.
City. Okay, so you are you're walking in an alley and a man stops you and he's kind of weird and he's like licking his lips and he's like, "Hey, I know a place that we can go."
Wow, that's so sketchy.
You can either A, listen to him because you think he must be getting paid for spreading the word, or B, you can show him how you feel about being called a freak or an outsider.
Definitely B.
B, okay, so...
No questions asked there.
Okay, the man must have been prepared for your reaction. He grabs you by the arm and gives it a painful twist, but there's nothing he can do to counter the knee aimed squarely at his groin. He goes down with a painful moan.
Good.
Okay, it says lower your shield level by 1 and trash 1 card.
What?
After, add any one of the 6 revealed action cards to your discard pile.
All right, I guess I'm trashing this card in my hand.
it a good
Fortunately, it is a 0 cost.
Okay.
It's one of my starting cards.
Not too bad.
So let's toss this.
Okay.
And that means I get to take one of these.
You
That's
do.
nice. And this is before I go into my 3rd phase.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're basically just leveling up. And these are all kind of stinkers.
Yeah, you can get the card back. This basically is kind of just getting it right back.
I mean, this lets me combo with basically any color.
Quite a few things, yeah.
Let's take this.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's not bad. So
That's
it's
a
gonna
good
go
swap.
into my hand. All right. And then now I can choose to... I'm going to discard this in order to draw up a hand of 3. 1, 2, 3. So that now I can take one of these cards. So let's go... I don't think I have any cards that let me combo with green yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's just take this one. And it's free, so it just goes directly into my hand. All right, that is me. Back to you.
All right, so I'm kind of still I'm stuck up there. And I don't like the symbols that are on this, so I might have to use them both for a while, unfortunately.
Okay.
There's no fast way to get to where I need to go. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to move down. I'm going to go all the way here, and I'm going to spend both of these 2 to represent the one mountain. So I go from there to here, and I gain a potion. And so let's get a potion. And it's another one of those Thunderbolts. Remember the one I had to discard?
No, you didn't
It's one of those, the one I wasn't that big of a fan of.
Perfect.
Dang it. Okay. Okay. It forces me to lower my shield, which I don't have shield, so, okay. So that's me there. I have no more cards in my hand, so I'm going to go ahead and let's do a city.
City?
Yeah, let's go city.
All right. The area in front of the smithy has been fenced off to form a makeshift arena.
Okay.
It is said that whoever wields a weapon made by the local blacksmith can never lose. So as if to prove a point, a hefty bruiser of a man waits in the arena, idly swinging his sword and waiting for a challenger. Do you ask to see the swordsmith's wares? Or do you try your luck in the arena?
Oh, let's try our luck in the arena. I have not gotten into any battle on my own, so let's just have a card make me do it.
Okay. In the hands of an amateur, even the finest sword is no match for a witcher's blade.
Right?
You win the fight with ease.
Oh.
Raise your combat level by 1.
Yes. Oh, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that I would get a passive move into combat with that card.
Well, you need to meditate on your next turn to get
I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that.
Nice. Okay, now you roll a die.
Oh.
It's not done.
Oh. 4.
Discard 2 potions.
Oh, okay. Thunderbolt, see ya, and then the other one, unfortunately.
You're doing this like potion exchange in this game.
Oh,
that is
man.
your currency for some reason.
Was there a better die outcome than me losing stuff? I'm sure there was.
Losing a shield.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
So
I would have preferred a shield. I have none.
what you gonna do now?
I have no cards, so I have to go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'm just gonna take this free card over here. No discount. You can't go into -1, so I'll take that for me, and that is my turn.
Nice.
Ah.
All right, here we go. Ooh,
Oh, that's nice.
not bad. That is like a pink 2 damage combo. All right. Okay, so for my turn, I'm going to do something kind of weird. I need to go into these forest territories, but I don't have any of those in my hand. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend this card and a gold, my last gold, in order to go into this territory or that location right there.
Okay.
Because I have a monster trail that is for location 7.
Right.
So now that I'm here, I have a monster trail for this monster.
Nice.
And I get this gold. And so, darn it. So I don't get a gold for for not having one.
Yeah, because I think you trigger it right away.
I think so too. But I do get to discard 2 of these cards
You can
if
maybe
I
set something up for yourself.
to make something cheaper. Let's discard these 2. This one and this one.
Okay. Everything
So
just
this
slides
goes out.
down.
Yeah. So these slide down and then it'll be cheaper. We'll see what I end up getting.
Okay.
There you go.
Those are like nice looking cards.
Who knows? Okay. And then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go spend this card and
the gold.
my gold
To
to
no
go
kidding,
here.
weird.
Yeah, I know, it
Wow.
was weird. But I do want to fight that monster.
Oh, you're going to fight them.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, wow.
It's only 3 more than the last one. I'm a little bit overconfident, but at least I get to take the first turn.
You do because you went here, yeah.
Yes.
So you know a little bit more about them.
I do know a little bit more. So I'm ending. Well, hold on. I get to take this location action, which lets me trash a card from my hand.
Yes. From your hand, and then you get to put a card of 1+ value of that trashed card directly into your hand. Going into a fight, that's pretty nice.
None of the options are good.
Oh.
Unfortunately. I would rather just take a card and not trash a card from my hand, but you can't do that. So I'm going to skip that. I'm not going to do that ability. So now let's go into battle.
Okay, so they have, 13?
Well, let's see what it says. This is the monster that I'm battling. It is the Fiend. If this monster is defeated, the player suffers a fatigue as normal and trashes 1 additional card. So then we'll deal with that if we ever get to that point.
If you get to that point.
They do have a life
13.
pool of 13.
Yeah.
And
you're going to go first, though, because you were hot on their trail.
I was. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to go first, and I'm going to start with my speed ability, which lets me draw 3 cards from the top of my deck, and I get to put back, and I get to keep 1.
You get to keep 1, yep.
Keep 1, put the other 2 back. Oh.
That's a nice little ability you got there.
It doesn't really matter because I'm going to be able to draw these back up again.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll just take this and put these 2 back.
Okay.
Or, just in case that's not true, I'm going to keep this one and put these 2 back.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah, just
cool.
to make sure. Okay, so now I get to actually start my combat.
Yeah, do your thing.
And I'm going to play this card right there.
Okay.
So this is going to get me 2 additional draws. That is the Intensive Quen. And so I can do another red card.
A red combo.
And so I'm going to play that.
Okay, so that's 4 damage total.
4 damage total.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
Okay, that's that.
And that's it pretty much. Nice. But I can draw up to 2 cards for my combat level, -1, +2. So that's 3 total.
3 total, yeah.
So I'm going to draw these from the top of my deck, and these get discarded.
All right.
Oh my gosh, please be kind to me,
The last monster was very kind to you, so we're going to go bite.
Don't bite.
Bite. Oh, look at that.
This is charge?
I know, charge is 5 and the bite is 2, so you got away with it.
So 2 cards on the top of my draw deck. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. Dang, so, I can't pick them.
Back to me.
Yeah.
And it's great because that costs another health, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to play this card, which is a green. It's going to get me 2 shields, and it lets me play a blue or purple. So I'm going to play that one, which lets me play either red or pink or both. And so there's my red. So it's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Yep. So you get your 2 shields as well.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's only 2 left.
I gain 2 shields.
2 shields.
So 1, 2. And then I get to draw up 2 minus 1. So 1 card.
That's not bad, though, for what's going on here.
Yeah, not bad. Ooh,
you're doing
do I have a chance to win here?
You totally do. We're going to go charge. Oh my gosh, I should have went bite. Yes. So player discards any number of random cards depending on the monster value. This is a level 2 monster, so you're going to discard 2 cards from your hand.
Oh, from my hand?
Yeah.
I only have 2 cards.
So they go out.
Oh no. Okay.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than 4 damage. So.
Okay.
Well.
Now it's your turn.
It's my turn, and I don't have any cards in my hand. So this is the moment now that I can spend my tawny owl. So this means draw 2 cards from my deck.
Wow, nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So I'm spending this potion. I'm going to leave it here just so we know I've used the potion.
Right.
And so I get to draw these 2 cards.
And this is before the attack. And now
I get to attack.
If you had just all shields, that would be pretty bad.
How many cards do you have?
I have.
The monster?
Oh, the monster has 1 card.
1 card.
Yeah, so you're good.
So just any.
You have just one of those random slashes.
Boom.
Oh, you do.
Rending blow. That's the final blow.
Look at that. That would have been a nice damage to you.
Oh,
you
that's
win.
terrible.
You win that one.
Thank you.
Another trophy for Monique. Wow.
So
wow. This is yours.
This potion goes out. Thank you. This goes to me, and so does this monster. No, who was it?
Yes, it was out.
Oh yeah, the fiend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes out.
So the battle was close fought, and the fiend nearly managed to end you. You shook off the hypnotic trance at the last moment and stabbed your sword right into the beast's mouth. Oh, that's not how I remembered it. Broken ribs sent a twinge of sharp pain into your side as you stooped over the corpse. You saw a single drop of your own blood on the fiend's antlers as you cut the trophy from its skull. So
solid.
This is going to give me an ability that says if I play a combo with 1 or more defensive sign cards, which is yellow, at the end of that fight turn, I get to draw 2 additional cards.
Oh, that's nice.
But now I suffer my fatigue.
You do.
And that was the monster's ability. I have to trash 2 cards.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
3 cards.
I have to trash
1,
3
2,
cards
plus 1 more, 3.
From my deck.
That's technically 3 health when you go into another battle.
Yes.
Because every card is a health.
It's nice that it gets like the not so great cards out of your deck, but it also decreases the amount of life you have.
Yep.
And that's not so good. So I have to trash 3 of these.
3 cards total, yep.
I'm going to trash these 3 cards. They are the most plain Jane that I have in my deck.
Sure.
So 2 single slashes and a single
they're
shield.
All starting cards, huh?
Yeah, get
Sounds
those
like
out.
You're deck building here. Okay.
Get those out.
Yep.
And because I defeated the monster, I gained 2 gold.
You do.
So let's take that. And then now we draw a new one.
Yes, I've already had that. And
So-
this goes out, right? This is done.
This is done, yeah.
Yep.
The trail token for that
Trail
monster
token
is
also
done.
goes out.
That was a level 2 monster.
That was a level 2 monster.
So it has to be a level 3.
Yes, so it's going to go into 17 into the forest. So where's that? Over here. And it's going to be a level 3 monster. So who is the level 3 monster? Ooh, it's this one. Let's find out who that is. It's Leshen. It's temporarily during this fight only. The player's defense level is lowered by 1. Wow. So it's a 19er.
Wow, 19.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
That's a tough one. I'm going to avoid that person
I don't know
for a little while.
about that one.
Yeah.
All right, so now I just continue on. I'm going to draw my 3 cards and see what I can get from the market here.
You discarded some stuff.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this card.
Yep.
So I have to discard 2 cards to do that. And I think I'm going to do these 2.
Okay.
Because I need to make sure I keep the proper terrain types in my hand
yes.
to get to the locations I need to go to. So that I don't do any more of those discard 1 card, 1 gold shenanigans. That was a waste.
Discarding 2 cards is brutal. So yeah, I know what you feel. Okay. All right, my turn. Let's move with my water card here. Whoa. And let's put that there. And we're going to move down into this location here.
Ooh.
I am going to take this bottom action, which is bring up my specialty. And because my level is here, I am allowed to move it up. So we're going to move this up. All I need to do is move this up here to get to the next level.
That's nice.
And so I am going to stop here. And I'm
battle?
I'm going to finally try to get a trophy. I'm going to try to battle. So we're going to be battling this one. And it says, before the player creates their life pool, they discard any 1 card from their hand. Let's go ahead and discard this card. So it's going to go here.
Okay.
And now, because I'm battling, I'm creating a life pool. Take my discard, my regular draw.
And can you pass me the monster deck?
Yes. This all needs to be shuffled. I apologize. I think they're backwards.
Yeah. Okay. And the Arrakis is going to have a life pool of 10 cards. So, not too bad. I have faith in you. I think you can. If I was able to do that on the first time, you can do it on this time.
This is going to be a shame then if I lose.
I hope I pull all of the 5 damage.
Be good to me, please.
Cards. Do you have a trail token?
I do not. I have
Arrakis
quests.
goes first.
Yeah, I know.
Then.
Okay, Arrakis, what you got?
Ready?
No.
Let's bite. We're going to start with bite. Bam! 5 damage. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really didn't want to do that much damage to you.
So,
It was 50-50.
okay, come on, be stinkers. Go 3 stinkers so far. 4. Oh, that's the card. 5. Okay.
That was painful.
That was thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's your turn.
Horrid. Okay, so I have armor. It says once per fight, so this happens on my turn. When you have 0 shields, gain additional cards and or restore lost shields according to this. So I gain 1 shield, which is...
And this happens automatically.
Yes, automatically.
You don't have a choice.
And then I'm going to draw 3 cards. So 1...
That's good.
2, yeah.
Gives you options.
3, it does, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to play this yellow card, which allows me to play a green card. This green card, which allows me to play a red card.
Nice.
And that red card goes there. So I have a 3 combo there. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3 attack.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
I gain a shield. And I can draw up an additional card. And this one right here, this allows me to take this card right back into my hand.
That's nice.
And so I get to draw 4 plus 1, which is 5. I have 3 cards in my hand, so I can only have 7 total into my hand. So then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's all my cards right here. All right, so back to you.
I feel bad.
You should.
I'm sorry. Do you want to choose?
No.
Oh my gosh. This is so much responsibility. There's a lot of life left in this monster. Okay. All right, let's go bite. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bite.
Okay, what is this?
See, that was better. The player lowers their defense level by 1 and takes damage according to the monster level.
My defense level goes down? Oh, shoot. Okay.
So
it's
what
a
is
monster
the monster
level 1.
Okay, so just 1.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Okay. So that goes there.
That's it. So you're still alive. So it's back to you.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to play this card here, which is 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You won.
I survived. I survived.
You were so worried
My
there.
defenses went down, though. That's not good.
I was worried too.
That was so bad because with this defensive here, all I needed was to bring this alchemy up to level up.
Oh. Well, you won. So Arrakis is no more.
They're gone.
I had a monster trail token for it. It is going to get discarded.
That's right.
I don't get this gold, unfortunately.
Okay, sure.
But you get this card. Would you like to read the effects of your battle?
Yeah, okay. So it says, you've managed to disentangle yourself from the sticky web at the last minute, and your superhuman reflexes allowed you to roll away and cut at the charging insectoid's legs. Finishing off the fallen Arrakis was just a formality. Suffer the fatigue. So I will suffer fatigue.
Yes.
The ability that is now is once per fight. If you begin the fight with 0 or 1 card in your hand, draw 2 cards.
That's
on
awesome.
My first turn. That's great.
That's like a permanent, is it the Tawny Owl? It's permanent Tawny Owl.
Yeah, that's great.
That's great.
I like that. I didn't even use this potion, so I can use that also in the future.
Well,
so that's great.
You gain a trophy.
I do gain a trophy. I do have to suffer a discard, so I can discard any 1 card, right? Let's see.
You have to trash it, but yes, anything from your entire deck. And here's your 2 gold.
Oh, thank you.
For winning your bounty. Thank you. I'm going to now choose the next. That was a level 1 monster, so we're going to replace it with a level 2.
Okay.
So let's go.
Gosh, I don't know what I want to discard.
With this one. Actually, I have to pull a location token first.
Oh, yeah.
So this is location 5, and it's going to be this monster.
Is that a level 2?
It is a level 2. I think it's the topmost of that stack over there.
Okay, it's going to be this card here.
Perfect.
It's a level 14.
The Noon Wraith. So it's a health of 14. And, ooh, it is pretty. But during each player's turn, their shield level can only be raised by 1 in total.
Oh, wow.
They ignore additional shield raises. Oh,
wow.
That's not good for you.
And that's not good for that card that you just picked up. You picked up a double shield.
We are going to stay clear away from this Wraith.
This is the card I'm trashing because of the fatigue that I suffered. So
Perfect.
I go out. Oh, and then I take this as my trophy. So I take the body with me. 1, 2, 3... Okay, I'll take this card. It costs me 1 card from my hand, so let's go ahead and get rid of this card there. This comes to me.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's a pretty sweet card.
Yeah.
It's in yellow. All right, so back to me.
Yep.
And I'm going to do the thing that I wanted to do last time, which is going up to this location here,
Nice.
Van Ard. And so that lets me increase my alchemy. Yay.
Nice.
So I get a potion, please.
Yes, you do. There we go.
Thank you. This is the Blizzard. After I finish my combo, play any one additional card from my hand. It does not need to match extensions. That's
Nice.
actually quite a good
That is
potion,
useful,
I
yeah.
think. And then I only have 2 money, so I can't really spend much to train. I'm kind of stuck. So I think I'm going to end my turn here because my ability here gives me something for ending my turn on a water location.
Sure, yeah.
So let's do the wildlands. I haven't explored the wild areas in a while.
Okay. Okay, so you basically entered a hut and you smell a boy who's in very bad shape. Like his flesh is going rotten.
Oh.
Because apparently he was in the fields and a potential monster had slashed him and got to him.
Oh.
So you have 2 options. Try to heal the boy's wounds, or B, go after the monster.
I am a witcher.
You are a nurse also.
Let's heal the boy's wounds.
Okay.
I don't want him to suffer.
The elixirs that witchers use for their healing and hallucinogenic properties can be too powerful for humans.
Oh.
His fever abated. The boy has fallen asleep, but it's impossible to tell whether he has lost his mind until he wakes up again. His mother is thankful for your attempt to help. Discard all of your potions and gain 3 gold.
Oh, no. I like my potions.
So you just spent them on him. 2 potions. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
I thought you had
I
the
guess
other one. Yeah.
For the good of this boy,
But you
and then I
gain-
gain 3 gold.
They do. Yeah, they give you gold.
I needed money, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So
That's
that
not
is
bad.
not bad. So, okay. So now I've got some
Pay
money.
cash for heavy, yeah.
I don't like the terrain type on here, so I'm going to discard it and draw 3 cards.
Okay.
2, 3. And then what's good over here? I'm just going to take this card for free.
Yeah, it's nice. It has a bunch of tabs on it.
Yes. Lots of comboing possibilities.
I
All right.
liked it.
That is
Ooh,
me.
look at that one.
Back to you. I can smell a trophy on your turn.
And a quest. So we are going to move into this location here, which will trigger this, but I have to spend the mountain terrain
Perfect.
to do it. So shall we trigger it?
Yeah.
The player to my right reads 52.
52.
Quest
All the way to the
52.
bottom of this deck, huh?
Is it?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Let's
pretty
see.
cool. Well, maybe it's a good one. I don't even remember what happened. Why I'm on this quest. It's
It says it over there in your card, in your event card.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the boy who's a ransom I wanted.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The Combs, right?
Yes.
So the Combs meets with you in his modest chambers.
Oh.
He is pale and thin, and sweat beads his forehead. Rebels trying to overthrow the local rulers have cast a long shadow on the everyday lives of his people. So, would you like to tell him about his son that you rescued, or offer to help train his guardsmen? Peace and order in town are crucial.
Okay, you know what? The first time I wanted a reward for his son, I'll take the reward for the son, or I'll tell him about his son.
Eh?
Yeah.
Okay. So the relief on his face is mixed with determination. Now that his son is out of danger, he can turn his mind to eradicating the rebels. So he's going to pay you.
Oh.
Roll a die.
Okay. Roll high or roll low?
High, definitely.
5.
Wow, gained 3 gold. That is a max that you could have gained.
I'll take it.
That's nice. So you can use it to level up another skill.
Cool. I'll take it. Thank you. All right. And so now that I'm here, I have all this money. I can't take this action. I could technically do this.
You can
but,
take a monster trail.
I don't want. Oh, so this is all resolved, by the way. This quest is done. Okay, yeah, and I want to find out more about this monster here on 5. So it's a water type. So let's go ahead and shuffle 13. Oh, it's right there. Perfect.
Cheater, put it back.
You chose it.
There's the gold.
I will head back that way. Let's go back this way. So we're going to go water, and we're just going to go back here. And so now we learn a little bit more about this monster over there. So now I have a little leg up if I was to fight this one. Okay, and the last one I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the forest. I'm going to go back to my school, and I'm going to level up, I'm going to level up my alchemy because it gets me a free potion. So, well, not a free potion, it cost me 3. So here's $3.
Okay.
And this is going to level up here because I level up alchemy, get the potion, and it is a Black Blood. Immediately deal 1 damage, and during this turn, you may only play a combo of 1 card. So I have to do it at the right time.
Time that properly,
I have to time
yeah.
this properly. Okay.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do the city.
You're not going to meditate? Hint, hint.
Meditate. Yes, you're right. What am I thinking? Okay, so I'm going to meditate. This is the first time we can do this because I've maxed out one of my attributes. I'm going to meditate as my second phase action, and then I will I'll gain a trophy.
Yes, because the combat trophy is still in the supply. So now it goes to you.
Okay, perfect. So this says, in the entire continent, only a few can match you in battle. In your performance, it becomes the most beautiful of the arts, and the weapon becomes one with you. So I will suffer fatigue of 2, which will go there. And it says, during each of your fight turns, if you have 0 cards in your deck, deal 1 damage. So if I get down to the very, very bottom, that's good.
It's good.
I'll take it. Okay, so that's there. So now I have to fatigue. So these are the 2 cards I'm going to kick out. These are some of the starting cards that I started the game with. Those go there. And now we shuffle my deck. And then we go into phase 3. So 1, 2, 3. Anything good in there, Monique?
I don't know. It depends on what you've been...
Eyeing?
What you've been accumulating, I guess.
This is kind of nice. A 2/ plus you get to draw 2 if you have a blue. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So I will spend 1 card, and I will take this one into my hand.
Nice. All right. So there's
So
that.
we have a 2/2 trophy here.
Yes, we're halfway through. Technically, I'm assuming it's going to go faster.
Yeah, I'll ramp up.
I do want to say I have a little bit of a take back see. It's not really a take back see. It's just that I was supposed to do this. My Nest of Ghouls ability. If I end my turn on a water location, I draw a potion.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's your right.
And I think I would still get this potion because I technically end my turn after phase 3 because during the exploration phase it made me discard all my potions.
Your potions, yeah.
So I still get this.
So you would have discarded your potions and then earned it because that happened before earning it.
Yes, I'm assuming that's how that works.
Okay.
So this is again Petrie's filter, which is discarding a card to deal 2 damage. I love that potion. Give me that potion all day. Okay. So first I'm going to discard this card to go this way. And I'm going to pay. So alchemy is looking good. I might as well pay to increase that. So I think the cost is
4.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you're going to level 4.
2, yeah.
It costs the amount of gold for the level.
4 gold to increase this.
Meaning you get a potion.
Up to there. Yes, now I get a potion.
Do you have 4? Oh, no, you have 2 potions.
I only have 1.
This is your second one.
This is my second one, yes. And it's another tawny owl. How I missed you. So then I'm going to spend, let's do this card to go down this way. So now I can increase my combat.
Ooh, nice. That's very nice.
What else can we do? It is time to dice poker again. So I have to discard both of these cards because we don't have an ocean symbol.
Cool.
Just to move this way. And here we go.
1,
Let's play
2 from the bank.
Against the locals.
All right.
Ready?
Good luck, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay, 2 pair. 2 4s and 2 1s.
All right, I have 2 5s. I'm going to re-roll these.
Yeah, it's all of them, right?
Yeah,
let's go for another. Well, do you want me to go first?
Oh, yes, you first.
Okay, so it's just 2 pair with a 2 kicker.
Perfect. Please, I just need 1 5.
Oh
my God.
Oh,
4
wow.
of a kind.
Yahtzee.
That is nice.
Okay,
so
very
I
good.
take the whole pot. And
that was worth it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that was worth it. Too bad you can't wager on poker dice.
I know.
If you play with more than 2 players, when you have a Witcher to Witcher battle, you can do wagers.
You can wager on the outcome. Yeah.
But not in a 2-player game.
No.
So we're missing out on that. And I don't have any more cards in my hand. So that is it. I'm going to go into this phase. Let's do the Wildlands.
Okay, in summary, you've been riding for a long time, you're sore in certain areas, and you've come upon a place, and somebody offers you if you want to stay the night, because he's looking for a drinking buddy. So you can either accept the proposition, or you can say no to the booze and then continue on and make camp in the forest instead.
Is this friend or foe? That is the question. Let's go to the forest.
You're going to say no to this?
I'm saying no to this person.
In the morning, you find some new suspicious tracks in the area. Gain any 1 trail.
Hey! Okay.
All right. Any 1 trail.
Let's go with the griffin.
Okay.
Since you have the one for
mountain, let's shuffle these up a little bit.
Yeah. So that way, we have a variety. We have different monsters.
I'll let you choose whichever one you want.
This one.
Okay.
So it's number 2.
2.
Where is number 2?
Up here, where you defeated the very first monster.
That is so far away. At least it's next to the griffin, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. It's on the way.
Okay, then let's draw these 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And what are we going to take? Okay, I'm going to go with this one. Okay. This is too good to pass up, I think. 3 damage.
Yeah, so
I have to discard 1 card to do that.
Cool.
All right, back to you.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Before I mess this up.
You're in a water location.
Yeah,
yes.
in a water location.
That's right. And you have enough slots for potion. Well, you can always draw beyond and discard down. That's right.
I have 2 potions.
There you go. So. Oh, another owl.
Another tawny owl. Yeah. There must be like a vat of tawny owl potions somewhere.
Yeah, in the water.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
All right, you're done? Okay, so I am going to move to this mountain region in Sintra with using that. So that's the new card that I acquired. It's going to go here. I'm going to gain a potion. I have 2 potions, so I can grab another. And
Tiny
it
owl.
is a blizzard. Okay, so this is after you finish your combo, play any one additional card from your hand. It does not need to match extension. So this is a nice card.
I do like
I really like that one.
The blizzard potion.
Okay, so that's me there. And then now I'm going to move into here where that monster that I trailed is. So I'm going to take this action at the bottom before I fight it.
What are you going to discard to go there?
Very good.
Almost.
I'm going to discard this wild symbol, which is one of each. So that's going to go there.
Okay.
I got ahead of myself, yes. So I'm doing this bottom action here, which is I get to level up my defense, the one that got knocked down, and that's the one that gets me to do it. So I level it up.
Nice.
Because of that allows my Witcher is now a level 3 Witcher. Because I moved from here to here, I get to draw a single card, correct?
Yes, okay. One card.
I draw a card, perfect. I'm gonna, in my second phase, I'm gonna fight this one. So I go first because I was able to track this monster.
Yes, so you're doing the battle now? You're ending your exploration?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay, so this is this guy?
Yeah, 14. I don't know if I have the capability.
Wraith.
I have no idea.
So during each player's turn, your shield level can only be raised by 1 in total. Keep that in mind.
Okay, I guess.
Is that the monster deck?
Yeah, I'm just shuffling it. I hope I get lucky. I don't know if I can handle 14.
It's really dependent on, I guess, the options. So here we go. 14 life for this monster.
Life. Okay, so before that, I have to create my pool. So
yes.
Bring these all together, and hopefully I can pull this off. I don't know. I didn't really do the math on this, so I have no idea. We'll see.
You could be fine.
I could be fine.
I feel like the odds were against me in my last 2 battles, but it worked out. So
the fact that I get to strike first is kind of nice. So okay, so I only have 2 cards, and they do chain each other. So it's going to be this one, which then chains to a yellow, which is this one. Unfortunately, don't have another card with the pink in my hand, so I can't play this. But it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to allow me to draw up 1, 2, 3. Okay, those look pretty bad. So I get to draw 4 plus the modifier here 1, so I get to draw 5 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay.
Awesome.
So that's me. Yep. So,
okay. So bite or charge. I think I bit twice last time. So let's go charge.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The player trashes any 1 card from their hand.
I trash any 1 card from my hand.
Out the game.
Out the game? Okay.
That's like a long like a scar.
That's so bad because if I was to survive this, I'm gonna have to trash 3 cards.
Yes.
On the next
correct.
trophy. All right, this quick slash, the wild, but it's just a single.
Yeah, it's just a single.
It has to go.
No
but
bang.
I don't take any damage, right? Is what you're saying?
That's technically a damage.
That is the damage. Yeah, it's technically 1 damage, a permanent damage. Okay, so I think I have a pretty nice combo here. I'm gonna play this 2 pink, which allows me to do a blue.
Okay.
Which is gonna then be this blue here, which allows me a green, which is gonna be this green here, which allows me a blue, which is this blue.
Wow,
or purple.
beautiful.
Yeah. So it's
combo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow. 1, 2. Oops.
Whoa.
Wow. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
I
wow.
keep doing that. 7, 8. They have 2 lives left.
Good. So that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah. So then this combo allows me to get me a shield.
Yep.
Which I can only gain 1 shield max per turn.
Yep.
So that's 1 shield. And then I get to draw 2 additional cards. So I have 4, 5, 6 total to draw.
Wow. You're definitely going to win. There's only 2 lives left
5,
here.
6, all my cards. Well, if it hurts me, it's going to take from here. So
that's true.
And the shields, though. So that's
unless this monster is like, lose all the cards in your hand, I think you might be fine.
I hope so.
Let's bite again. We're going to bite.
2.
Oh, wow.
Oh, perfect.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That could have been a 5. That would have been bad. But I think you would have won because there's only 1 card left.
Okay, I'll discard these 2 cards here. So let's go down.
So just 1 more. Just 1.
Oh, sorry. That was 2, right? So I actually don't get rid of these. I lose my 2 shields.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That's right.
Okay.
You're going to win this anyway, so.
Yeah, so I think it technically triggers this, though. It says once per fight when you have 0 shields, it's now my turn.
Yeah.
Gain additional cards and or restore lost shields to the level. So because I'm at level 3, I gain 1 shield.
Not that it matters. They're not going to attack again.
They're not going to attack again, but in a future, it's nice to have it already prepared for the next one.
You don't lose your shields.
I don't lose my shields.
That's
so
true.
Nothing to draw, though. So I don't get that part of the thing. So, but okay, so now let's go ahead and fight. And I will just play this card here.
Okay.
So it's just 2 slash.
Well, that's it.
That's it. Yep.
It is done. You win the battle. That is a
Good.
3rd trophy for you.
3rd trophy.
Ooh, it's not looking good for me. Here you go.
I'm moving up. Okay.
So you get, which one was it? This one?
Yeah, that one.
The Wraith?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Go ahead and Let's see what happens.
Okay, so it says the vanquished phantom disappears into thin air, and the locals emerge from behind their houses where they had been hiding to watch you fight. Thanks for the help. The precision of your every cut, the lightness of your steps, and the lightning reflexes will remain a hot topic for many months. Only a swordsman as swift as a witcher could keep up with the Norway in a deadly dance of death.
Nice.
At the end of a fight, choose any one potion that you used during the fight. Instead of discarding it, keep it and flip it back over.
That's great.
I haven't been using my potions.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You can, wow.
I should be using them.
You can totally go into battle again and just get a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I do have to...
Goes to you.
This goes to me as a trophy.
And that was a level 2 monster?
A level 2 monster, so now it's going to be a level 3 monster coming out. So it's going to be this one.
We need a water token.
We do need a water token, so it's not going to be the 5, but it's going to be one of the other ones.
Sure, this one.
Okay.
Okay,
12.
so location 12.
Where are you, 12?
Here.
12, okay.
Oh,
nice.
near me.
Very far from me.
Okay, so this card.
Yeah, so that is going to be this one, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, no, that's a level 2.
No, they don't have the same hair.
That's a level 2. This one.
Definitely this.
Yeah.
The Striga. Striga?
Striga.
So before the player creates their life pool, they lower their shield level by 1 for each card in their hand.
Oh, so you want to go in with nothing.
It's a health of 18. That might be good. Yeah. Well, I have a lot of shields right now.
So I get 2 coins for defeating it.
That's that. You get 2 gold. Did you trash 3 cards?
Now I got to figure it out.
Naveen is almost at game point here.
I'm trying though.
He's one more trophy.
Man, it's tough though. Trashing is hard. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to trash these 3 cards. These are all 3 base deck cards, so they are out. Okay, that's me. So I'm going to draw 3 and then pick up 1 card.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going to pick up this one, which is a free card.
Okay.
And I'll go into my hand.
Perfect.
Okay, that's me.
All right, back to me. I'm kind of stressing out. I need to catch up here.
You're close to this one over here.
This one has a health of 19. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to play some dice poker.
Okay.
Well, so first I'm going to go here by spending this card.
Nice.
And that lets me level up my special ability.
Which is allowed,
Yeah, that's allowed. So
nice.
It's speed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go and spend another ocean card to move myself back here.
Nice.
So we can play some dice poker.
I like it.
So here's my one
in. Good luck.
Coin. Hold on.
Really good luck here, seriously.
Thank you. I really hope I win.
You need some dice poker luck here.
Ready?
Yes, good luck.
All right.
Okay, 2 1s.
Oh, I have 3. I have a 3 of a kind.
Oh, wow.
So I have 3 2s. I'm not even going to make my decision yet. Why don't you go ahead and roll?
I need to roll 2 1s to really stop you or make you sweat a little bit, so 2 pair. You're
pairs.
good. No need to roll for you.
I'm good, yeah.
You're 3 of a kind.
So 3 of a kind. So I'm just going to leave it as is.
Hold on.
And that gets me all of this
3
gold.
buckaroonies.
What am I going to do all this money? I'm going to...
You're like, why do I even want this?
I'm moving
Okay.
to the forest location over here by spending this card.
Oh, I see.
And
are you going to level up?
Up here, yeah. I'm going to spend all 5 of my gold
Oh, you're going to do that.
get to the final level
Nice.
of alchemy right there.
Awesome. Are you gonna meditate then?
I think I technically get another potion.
Totally, yeah.
Unknown, but I'm thinking you still level up an alchemy.
I would say,
so.
yeah, that's a level up.
Thank you.
Do you
And
have-
I have
yeah.
3. This is my 4th one.
The
So
blizzard. Yep.
Yes, I like the blizzard, so we're gonna keep that. Yeah, so I'm ending my turn there. Gonna go into phase 2 and I'm gonna meditate.
Meditate.
Because the alchemy statue, or not statue, what is it? The alchemy trophy is still in the supply.
It is.
So here we go. You perfectly understand that a good witcher is a prepared witcher. So you take the art of brewing potions to new heights. If the witchers live to retire, every village would want you in their herbalist's place. That's nice.
That's nice.
That's really nice. Once per fight, on your first fight turn, draw up to 2 potions. I'm like a potion extraordinaire over here.
You are.
For some
I mean,
reason.
it makes sense. Your alchemy.
Yeah. Okay, so I go up on the trophy track.
You do. Now
And
you have to discard 3.
I do. I have to trash 3. I have a dwindling deck.
Wow. We
But
are
now-
at sudden death, basically.
Yeah,
Whoever gets the
sudden
next
death.
trophy wins.
You should fight me.
I'm thinking about it. Should I?
No, wait. I should fight you. You cannot win a trophy if you are
defense.
not the one who started
You have to
the fight.
be the aggressor on Witcher versus Witcher to win the
Yes.
trophy.
This is 3 cards.
3 cards. Yeah, this was brutal for me when I did it.
Definitely that one.
Yeah.
Let's do this one because that is kind of a wheat womp. And then I have several of these.
The cheapies. You got to get rid of the cheapies.
It is highly combo
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
efficient, but I have too much good stuff going on in my deck. So
Yeah.
let's just leave that as is.
You have too much good stuff going on in your deck.
That's a lie. I don't have good
Okay.
stuff. I just have stuff that's not like a free combo
Yeah.
that gives you something in addition to the combo.
Wow.
2, 3. Maybe that was a mistake.
Well, it's
Who knows?
So you meditated. That's your phase 2. Now you're doing.
So I'm
phase
going to
3.
take a card. You know, I'm just going to have more cards in my hand. I'm going to take this one for free.
Nice.
I don't have to discard anything. All right. So now it is your turn, Naveen. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Okay, so well, you're within striking distance here, Monique. So I'm going for it. Okay, so I have to spend mountain to get here.
Okay.
So we're gonna go 1 in. I'm gonna gain a potion. Might as well, knowing that we're gonna battle. It's the Thunderbolt. Lower your shield level by 1 and draw 2 cards from your deck.
Actually, you cannot do Witcher battles in
school locations.
So knowing that.
Yeah, you know what? Knowing that, let me shuffle this. That is right. That is a no-no.
That's a no-no.
You can get put in detention. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good
can only
safe
do
haven.
Witcher battles in areas that have this like double sword symbol.
So I was here. Okay, let's pretend that never happened. That was a good learning experience.
That was.
That was good, yeah. I'm going to go this way. So we're going to
Okay.
go water with my favorite card I have. It's going to go here. And then what I'll do is I will spend 4 coins to go up on alchemy just so I can get a potion that way. So that's going there. This moves up because it goes from level 3 to 4 and I get a potion. So I did shuffle these potions from last time. And it is Black Blood. Immediately deal 1 damage and during this turn you may only play a combo card of 1 card. Oh, I'd rather have the Thunderbolt. Okay, so that's that. All right, then I'm going to continue on and we're going to go to this mountain range here. And that's going to go right there. And so I have more than 1 coin, so I don't get a coin, but I can investigate. So I might as well investigate or trail this particular one, the one that I'm thinking about fighting.
Okay.
So let's shuffle these because I'm not sure if I did. Do you want to pick which one I will be picking?
This one. So
11.
location 11. That's like...
That sounds very far.
It does.
Where are you, 11?
It's here.
Okay.
It's not too far.
Yeah, okay. So I'll keep that here. And then now we are going to... Okay, and then I get a coin to go on top of this. So if I ever go to 11, I'll get this. I don't have a mountain, and I have no cards in my hand, so I'm going to spend these 2.
Okay.
Put them into my discard, and then I'm going to go in here exposed. But I'm going to go here.
Wow.
I only have 1 coin, so I'm not going to be able to level up anything while I'm there. But it is what it is. So
you're battling?
I'm battling.
Okay,
so
this is for the winning trophy.
I don't know if I'm... We'll see.
No, it is. It really is.
No. I mean, like, if I even stand a chance. I'm just kind of there.
I think you do. This is... Which monster is this?
It's the Griffin.
The Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, during the entire fight, your combat level is reduced by 1.
So my 4 is 4. So it's a null.
No, it's 4 is 3. 4 minus 1
Oh,
is
okay.
3.
So just the actual number. I thought it was like the level.
What kind of math is that?
Well, you know, because it goes 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So
Yeah,
I figured 4 to 4.
Minus 1.
All
it's
right.
3.
Fine.
Okay. So
right.
15. 15.
So I'll just
is
take 5 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's better than counting 15.
No, I count this still. And then you don't forget to shuffle your life pool.
Yes, this is why I was willing to do all this. Okay, so
no cards in hand?
No cards in hand.
All right. Let's bite. Boom. The player takes damage equal to their combat level.
Oh, is that 5 damage then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why would that happen? If I'm so strong in combat, why would I take damage?
It's a griffin. It has a really gnarly bite, is what I'm assuming.
It's the talons, I'm thinking. Oh my gosh, that's really bad. Well, so I lose the shield 1, actually. And then, sorry, I'm supposed to shuffle these. Let me do this again. 1. I always forget the shield. So 1.
Did you see something that you liked and you're like, don't want to discard that?
We got to go with shields first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I reshuffled.
All right.
I like all of these cards.
Oh, those are really strong. Well, they get discarded, unfortunately.
That's not good. Okay. There'll be a consolation. Wow.
So, now it's your turn.
Okay, so for my trophy for beating Arakas, it says if you begin your fight with 0 or 1 cards in your hand, draw 2. So I have no cards, so I draw 2. 1, 2. And then I have this, my armor. So because I have no shields, I get to move my shields up 1, and then I draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. These were my combo cards here, though. That was brutal for me.
It's interesting because you can draw as many cards as you want, but it doesn't change the number of life that you have in your deck.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll play this card here, which is a green shield leading into blue, and this will be blue going there. Okay, so that's going to be 1 shield and 3 damage. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, those look like big behemoths, so that's good. How many more are left,
I don't
though?
know if you're supposed to technically be looking at these cards.
Yeah.
There are whatever
Like
15
10.
minus 4 is,
Oh.
11.
Oh,
Yep.
not good. So these go into the discard, and then now I draw up my combat level. So I'm just going to basically take my last card. Oh, no.
Okay,
So bad.
well, let's charge. Boom.
Oh, 5.
Okay, you're out.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, you live to see another day.
You know what? I'll go 3, 4, 5. I'll do this because
Okay.
I like the card that's right here. Man, that was brutal.
There's a lot of health left here, unfortunately.
My last card will be a shield. So I'm just going to play a shield so that I can gear up for another chance in the future.
Okay, well, that's it. You don't have any more cards.
I have no more cards. I'm
in
exhausted.
your hand or deck. So
Yeah.
it's the first time that we are showcasing a Witcher losing a battle.
I got hurt.
So the monster won.
They did.
So we're going to refer to this chart over here. So since it was a complete defeat, first thing is Naveen gets a monster trail token
Okay.
for that monster.
Right.
So you have one in your possession.
So I don't get this coin, but I think it's like now I know it.
Yes, and now I'm thinking that we might have messed that up earlier when we were given a trail token from a quest.
Yeah.
But we're just going to continue on the way it is.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you get to take a cost of 0 card from the market. I think this is the only one.
I think that's the only one, so I'll take
So
it. So that
this
goes into my hand?
Into
or?
your hand, yep. And then you can only draw up to 2 cards.
Up to 2 cards. Okay,
Yes.
so I have to reshuffle all of this
Actually, it goes into your deck.
into the deck. Yeah.
It doesn't
okay.
go into your
yeah.
hand.
I was like, then it's not really a penalty.
Yeah, so you shuffle everything and you only get to draw 2.
Okay. 1, 2.
But now you
Shoot.
can buy something.
Yeah.
So it
that's
does
true.
add a little bit of health points.
What do we got here? Well, I could buy this one right here, which is not bad. It's free because it's 1 minus 1.
Yeah, it is
I'll
free.
do it. I'll do it.
Perfect. So now you have a lot of cards in your hand.
I have 3 cards, yeah.
Yeah, too bad that you are in a school. I wanted to try to battle you.
Oh, I know.
It's hard to battle Witchers in a 2-player game. You're kind of running after each other. So what location is this? 2?
2.
You know, I think I'm going to try to go fight it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
I showed you its strength, and you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's start the journey. So here's a forest terrain to go here. Oops. I have 0 gold, so I actually get to take one this time.
Nice. You have to
And-
discard 2 cards from the...
Let's discard this one
Okay,
and this one,
sure.
because those are both really strong.
Cool.
And that way, at least this one will be free for me.
If you don't survive this battle.
Yes, if I don't survive this battle. I'm gonna go up here. So with this mountain card, because I have a monster trail
Yeah, that's
for that
right.
location. So now I take the gold and I
Wow.
finally have the monster trail.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to stop that monster, because I knew you had that access.
I can plant another monster trail token, but I think I'm going to forgo that. And I'm going to spend another mountain card to get myself over here.
Okay.
So I cannot pay. I only have 2 gold, so I can't actually do the location ability. So I'm just going to end my phase 1 there and go into battling that monster.
Okay.
So the same one
thing.
that
Yep.
Naveen tried to fight, the griffin. So my combat level is at a 3. It's going to go, oh
To a
no.
2.
I'm only going to be able to draw 2 cards.
Per turn.
Turn, that's bad. I do have 2 shields and I have a bunch of potions and I get to go first.
You do get to go first.
So that's nice.
You have your speed also.
I do have my speed. That's going to be great because it's going to let me draw 2 cards on the front end. So let me shuffle these.
Yep.
That was...
When you pulled a 5 on that first one, I was like, well, I'm done. That was pretty much it.
okay.
I like how we're just in this school.
I do have 4 potions and my alchemy level is high enough to use all 4 of them if I need to.
Yep.
So before my first fight turn, I have to do my speed ability or I sacrifice it. So I get to look at 3 cards.
Keep 2.
And keep 2 of them. So I only have to put back 1, which is nice. Okay, I'm going to put this one back. And then let's see if I have any good stuff here. Ooh, once per fight on your first fight turn, draw up to 2 potions.
So you have 4 potions, though. You can't hold more than 4. You can draw up to 2 and then make your best pick and discard down to 4.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm going to draw 2. I don't know if I really want this many tawny
Oh,
owls.
this is a new one.
I'm going to tap that.
Okay, there you go.
So, Swallow. Raise your shield level by 1, and at the end of this turn, draw 1 less card. Ooh, I don't like that. Or the Blizzard. Ooh, I do like the Blizzard. I have 2 of them now. So I'm going to take the Blizzard and discard one of my
Owls.
tawny owls.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, and then I'm going to start. So my Fiend ability says if I play a combo with one or more defensive sign yellow cards, at the end of that fight, I can draw 2 additional cards. So I think I will try to do that. So first is this, my intensive Igni.
Okay.
So I can do a yellow combo, which will be that, and I can do a red combo, which will be that.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Okay.
And no shields,
No
but
shields.
I can draw. It's 3 minus 1 because of the griffin. So 2
minus 1.
minus 1 is 1.
So 1 card.
Plus 1.
2 cards.
2 plus 2 is 4.
4.
Plus this one. My fiend. Lets me draw 2 more. So that's 6 total.
Because you played a defensive card?
Because I played a yellow. Yeah, the yellow cards are defensive.
Yeah, okay.
So 6 cards.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. I don't have that much health either.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so we're going to go bite. Bite. The player lowers their alchemy level by 1 and takes damage according to the monster level. So it's a level 2 monster, so you take 2 and you lower your alchemy level. But it's locked in.
So I don't
so
actually
it doesn't
lower
actually do
that.
it.
But I do have to lower my shield. So 1, 2.
Yep.
That's it. No further damage.
That's not bad.
Okay. We're going to try to hit this monster for as much as we can while we can. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play my Petrie's Filter, which lets me discard any 1 card from my hand to immediately deal 2 damage.
Nice. 1, 2.
So I'm going to discard this one.
Sure.
So we dealt 2 damage.
Yeah. Do you want to know the count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 7. That sounds very doable.
I think I can do this with just the cards in my hand. So
Nice.
let's try. Green card, which lets me do a yellow combo.
Nice.
Yellow card, which lets me do blue/purple.
Ooh.
Blue/purple lets me do red, and that's a red.
Wow.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, and you got 2 shields. And all
8
that stuff.
damage.
8 damage. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's done.
It's done.
The Witcher, Kyler, has defeated.
Get yourself a trophy.
4 trophies.
Showing
so
off in the
griffin.
schoolyard.
We got the. Let's see what happens, right?
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
All right, so few opponents took as much out of you as the griffin. The beast fell at you in a nosedive time after time, and only your unnatural reflexes saved you from the assault. In the end, a combination of power signs and potions allowed you to slay the monster. So
Amazing.
that is it.
Wow.
The game is done.
You had some combos at the end there. That was
a nice.
Going first was huge for that.
Yes.
Yeah, that is really, really big. Wow.
Do not underestimate the power of the monster trail.
Yes.
I am a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to do a Witcher battle. It's a little bit difficult in a 2-player game because you have to find yourself in the same location, and it has to be a non-school location.
Non-school location, and also, like, we're still trying to feel each other out. Like, you saw me just beat a Witcher with a really good combo, and you're like, I don't want to face that.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that, you know? And so it's kind of
true.
like, I'd rather just try to go fight the monsters if I can.
Yeah.
But, you know, in a higher player count, there's some opportunities there.
For the most part, we showed off a majority of the game. The other things that we didn't do are wagers. It's a higher player count kind of thing where you can wager on fights.
The outcome, yep.
And if you are defeated by the monster in battle, but the monster only has 1 or 0 cards left in their health pool, then you scare the monster away. You still gain gold. You also gain a 0 card from the market. But you just don't gain the trophy. You don't gain the monster.
It's like you weaken them, they take off, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yes. So that is pretty much it for The Witcher. Like we were mentioning, this game is on Kickstarter. We are going to talk about it in a second, but something that we forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is this is a prototype copy of the game. We should have mentioned that on the front end.
Yep.
All right, so considering that this is not technically a sponsored video, we can talk about it a little bit.
Yep, we can.
So what are your thoughts on this game?
It's actually pretty good. I didn't know what to expect. I tried to actually avoid watching the videos that Lucas, the designer, put out. I think for an IP like this, there's a challenge between putting something out that is considered accessible versus something that is more for gamers, you know? And so this kind of has a nice mesh between the two. It's
interesting. We don't play a whole lot of games that fit this kind of mold. So it was refreshing to play. I'm a big fan of the card combo part of it. I think that is the meat and potatoes, the hand management specifically. Because you have cards, but you need them in order to go to battle, and you also need them in order to move.
Just to get places.
So when do you use them, right? That kind of timing, and which cards do you pick up from the market? Do you take the cheap ones because you just need more life and you don't need to discard cards, or do you take specific cards because of the color comboing, right? Now, we don't have an extensive experience or history with the theme, with the IP.
The Witcher, right.
So we've watched a little bit of the shows, and then we are familiar with the video game,
Right.
but not the books at all. Theme-wise, I thought that it integrated nicely in terms of the monster battle part of it, right? You're going around, you're battling monsters. The artwork is beautiful.
It is very nice.
We mentioned this is a prototype copy of the game, which is really impressive because usually prototypes are not this high quality. Like, this is a game that it almost feels like was production quality.
Like, it's close, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the player board itself to have the double, the inlays, you know that they're on the right track.
Yeah, the board is really, really big.
It is big.
Which means more table space, but it also means the map is a lot more accessible visually.
It's clear to see everything. I've never got tripped up. Okay, technically once I got tripped up when I thought I was going to fight Monique in a school, but that's just more my bad.
Yes.
But yes, everything is very clear. You can see the pathways. That the roads are that like kind of vibrant, almost like a pop-up book.
Yeah.
So I've never been like tripped up as to like, okay, if I need to plan my route from here to there, I've never been halfway through a turn and like, oh, I got to turn back. I don't know what I was doing.
I do like the symbology that they used. I think that the production copy comes with player aids that we weren't able to access physically. We still had them in the rule book, but that'll make it even easier. The rule book is quite long. That isn't to say that it's not accessible. I think that rule set wise and understanding the game, no matter what kind of gamer you are, whether you're a hobby board gamer or just somebody who is very, very interested in the board game because you love the IP, I think it's quite accessible. And that is a big deal for really popular IPs.
Yeah, I think that rule book will definitely be cleaned up along the way. It's basically, for what we had, is kind of just a PDF. And so there's going to be art and like graphics and all that stuff, and it'll clean up everything. Rule set wise, if you are a seasoned gamer, it's a lot easier to get into. Not saying that like for newer people into the hobby, it won't be easy. It's just you can kind of talk in that gamer lingo and you can kind of get up to speed fairly quickly. For people who are new to board gaming, it's definitely not something that's intimidating though. It is, like we said, kind of accessible. And so it just takes a little bit more just to kind of get the ideas and the concepts down. But once you have those, then it's kind of rinse and repeat as the game goes on.
I really like the fact that they laid out the board according to the phases of your turn.
Yes,
so it made that really easy. Probably the most difficult thing for me to grasp was what happens if I defeat a Witcher? What happens if I get defeated but it was my turn? Or like what happens, those specific cases.
You were in defense,
Yeah, or like if I'm battling a monster and I only make it run away versus if I get completely exhausted. So just kind of keeping those rules in mind, but also there is a visual aid on the board itself, so you can always reference that. In terms of the experience, it is from game to game, it's going to vary in terms of where the monsters are played, in terms of player count. Like player count does impact the game quite a bit. In our gameplay, in a two-player game, the game is going to go much quicker, and so that is probably my biggest kind of peeve about the game is the fact that it can kind of go long. I assume in higher player counts it could go even longer.
Because of the story cards. Basically, anytime you're not fighting a monster or meditating, you're basically going to draw from one of those. Then you have to read the flavor text, and there's option A or B, then you resolve that. Sometimes they have to then take a token for the quest. So if you have 4 or 5 players, which is the max player count, I could see that being very, very long.
But those exploration cards really contribute to the feel of the game. So if you are the kind of gamer who really enjoys that kind of story aspect to it, those decks are big, both the wild and the city cards. And so every game is going to feel different because you go on different, you experience different events. And then the side quests that you go on, they're optional, but it's fun to go on them because then you get those additional events that can help bump up those attributes so that you're not constantly running all over the board the entire game. But going back to the length of the game, I think it more has to do with the fact that each player's turn can be quite long, especially if you go into combat. Those combat sequences are quite involved. And so if that matters to you, then that might be something to just think about, the fact that it can go long. In higher player counts, though, the board is going to have added tension. And so in our gameplay, it was a 2-player game. It was more of us going after our own needs. If we needed to play dice poker, we pretty much had to go to those location spots that let you do it, or else you have to kind of run after each other to play against each other. In higher player counts, you'll have more opportunity to play a dice poker with other players.
Yeah, because the board doesn't scale. It's not like in a 2-player game you cut off certain cities. It's the same exact board for anywhere from, I would assume, for 1 player and all the way up to 5 players. So yeah, you would have to chase somebody down, but then that takes away from an entire
everything else. So you probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
In higher player counts, it's going to be a lot more readily available.
Yeah.
You also have access to wagering, and so that's not something that you can do in a two-player game. That could be a lot more exciting in terms of player interaction. It'll also be a lot easier for you to battle Witcher to Witcher. So that is something that I really wanted to do during the game that we couldn't, because I had to kind of count on Naveen being at the right place at the right time, because you can't battle a Witcher in a school.
Right.
And that's always where he was whenever I wanted to battle him. So that is going to be a lot easier for you to do in higher player counts.
Right. I will say though, in our player count, like in a 2-player game, there's 3 monsters on the board, and if you have a 4 or 5 player, there's still 3 monsters on the board. So if you've kind of set yourself up throughout a couple rounds, knowing that you're going to go attack that monster, but it's a higher player count, and somebody else goes there and takes out that level 1 or that level 2, and now it's a higher level than you're prepared to face. That can be quite a challenge. So I think it's a little bit more, I would assume it's a little bit tighter in terms of trying to get those trophies from the monsters. I do want to talk about the monster decks. So because there are so many different thematic monsters in the game, it would be nice to have each monster have like 4 or 5 special cards that you would shuffle in.
Okay, so it's more like something you'd like to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. So like, like let's say one of them had 10 cards, right? But you know that this particular monster has an additional 3 cards. You would take those 3 cards and take the 10 and shuffle it all together and then deal out those 10. And then maybe you would have a little bit more kind of like flavor with each particular monster. I don't know. That's something that I would have liked to see, because some of these are just, you never know what you're going to get. It's just like 4 bite if you go charge, or 5 bite if you go bite, or something like that.
That's an interesting concept, maybe for an expansion.
Yeah, just not like everyone needs their own deck or anything like that, but just enough just to kind of toss it in there, so maybe it'll show up.
2 cards or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And speaking of, there is quite a bit of luck in this game, if you haven't already noticed.
Yeah.
So luck in the dice poker, even though that's still strategic in the way that you reroll, but luck in you're choosing A and B a lot of the times. Like when you read those event cards, it's A or B, and you kind of meet your fate by chance.
Yep.
Same thing with the monster battle, when your opponent is choosing to charge or bite.
Yeah.
And so depending on what kind of gamer you are, it can either be good or bad. For people who are kind of along for the ride, which is kind of what this game plays towards, you have all of those cards that give you text. There's a lot of text. There's text on the monsters whenever you defeat them. It's a rich experience in that sense. So if you're that kind of gamer, then this is definitely going to appeal to you. Yep. But it's more about the experience of the game.
Totally.
And I think that is what the game does well. Because at the end of the day, you're playing The Witcher. You're playing a really, really popular IP that's translated to a board game that needs to be accessible to anybody. And I think that they definitely met that goal.
They did a very good job with that. Yeah.
The card play, like I was mentioning earlier, is my favorite part.
Combos.
You have to manage your hand, but you're also trying to find those proper combos, and it's also your health.
Yes.
That's a big deal. You're trashing cards, which is clever whenever you go up on the trophy track.
To kind of balance it out, just so you can't just have a super awesome combo and then just run away with it.
So I think it's clever in that sense.
Yeah.
After a while, you stop caring about which cards you're getting from the market. All you know is I need to get a card from the market because I need more cards in my deck
for health.
But figuring out those combos, and especially when those combos work in your favor, like getting the potions in order to do stuff, right? In order to make those combos align, feels good. And that's something that I was able to make happen in the very last turn. So maybe I'm just kind of riding off of that high. But I think that is what the game is trying to capture. And that's my favorite part of it. So anyway, that is The Witcher Old World. Like we were mentioning, this game is coming to Kickstarter, I think tomorrow.
Yep.
And we're going to include a link to the campaign down below. I believe if you back the game on the first day, there is a solo/cooperative mode that they're coming out with as an expansion. That is going to be an add-on for later backers. And so if you back on the first day, you get it for free.
Right.
But if you have any questions about the gameplay or anything that you saw in the video today, please feel free to leave a comment down below and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you all so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.